end gable truss are gone. But the amazing thing is, look at him, he just locked me out. Oh yeah! Taking all the old Perspex and glass out. So the fire started in here. This is one of my favourite rooms. What a building. Today, Wythenshawe Hall, doing some sash windows, and we're also going to look at the works we've done in the past when this place burnt to the ground. Well, it's a bit harsh, it burnt to the ground. Roof burnt off it, but it was pretty catastrophic in the building's history, and it underwent a massive restoration program back in 2018, 19, something like that. But we were involved with doing all the timber frame repairs on this. So let's dive in it. Some idiot decided that, I think he was in the media and he split up with his girlfriend and he was upset, boo-hoo, and decided to come to this place and under that door light some paper and put it under the door, which it went up. I think there was some leaves and everything in there. So ultimately that went up, which burnt all this tire out. You can see where we've restored the window there, put all new carved timber window, mullions and jambs and heads in there, put a new beam in there. So the fire started in here, spread up through this, went across this roof, and then used that bell tower as a massive chimney. Put new quatrefoils, hang on, where am I pointing? New quatrefoils on here. I think we put some new ones on here as well. But there's a lot of timber frame repairs that we've done, all this. You can still see some of them, but it's actually weathered in beautifully. And then this is the side view, front, side, bell tower, all got redone. I'll put a few external photos on now, and you can see what it was like when we first got here. I think I've got some drone shots as well, shows what it was like when it was burnt out and what the bell tower was like. It was in a horrendous state, and it took quite a bit to bring it up to a program of repair for restoration, because it's all a timber frame building. It's not something that you can just jump on and start specking up. Like I say, we were quite involved with doing some of the preliminary work on this. But yeah, what a fantastic building. It's just such a shame that all this fire damage on it, but it's got a new lease of life now. So yeah, let's go and have a look at these windows, and then we'll have a look upstairs in the attic space as well. Here we are, second floor. So on these windows, we've boarded these up, took the sashes out, and they're currently over there. We're going to have a look in a minute. Lads have took top and bottom sash out there, tied the sash cords up with the weights on, just so they don't end up going down behind the sash box there. Same on that side, and the original parting bead in there, and sash beads come off, but the sash bead's still on the top, the original one. So on the bottom sashes that we've taken out, all glasses out of it, and they've cleaned all the putty off, all the glazing bars, ready for reglazing. I think there's seven windows on each level, 3 in here, 2 in there, and 2 in here. Top floor windows a little bit smaller than the ones we've just looked at. Still need a lot of work doing to them. We've got Perspex in all these, 5 of them. Only glass left is this one, which we'll try and keep. Got bottom sash ropes there, top sash, which I don't think will come down. Oh yeah, it does work. There we go, both pulleys. Normally a lot of these are painted shut, top sashes don't operate, so it's rare that they do. Lads have made themselves a joinery workshop in here. So these are 2 of the sashes, what are out the windows in the other rooms, and what we've done, taken all the old Perspex and glass out and put new in wherever we need to. I think that is an original one. We do have a massive selection of glass here. It's all been measured up, all the Perspex ones, for the whole elevation. So they are all here, all labelled up. And once we get the glass in, Maxi boy, just putting them all up.
Yep, I am.
And we'll get these in later on today. Again with new pointing beads and sash beads on them. So this is what you like when they're all done, all reputted, and new sash beads, pointing beads in there. So you can just see on the top sash, we've routed in this seal layer. The other side of this has been routed in a new seal as well. And then pointing bead and sash bead both got seals on as well. So when you shut the window, oh yeah! Seals beautifully and no drafts neither. But a million times better, it's actually warm in this room now. When we first started coming here in the morning and it was freezing cold because these windows were leaking so bad. But it's quite nice in here now. There's another one done, all putted up, ready for going in. That's that one done. Also on this one, what we've done is we've put in new glazing bar, or are they new glazing bars?
Yes.
Yeah, some of them new glazing bars.
Yeah. Some of these glazing bars were rotten on the outsides, so it won't putty up to them. So we've put this new glazing bar, that one, and that one, and then the rest are original. What we're trying to do with these is keep the original timber as much as possible in place without cutting loads out or making full new sash windows. I mean, you could do quite easily think, oh well, casement's knackered, we're going to replace, you know, 30-40% of it. It would be cheaper just to make a new casement and run it through the machine. But this is not what restoration is about. We're looking at maximum retention of historic material really. So we're only replacing what needs to be replaced. Look at him, he just locked me out. Window, can't open it from outside. But anyway, this is one that's done on the outside now. It looks exactly the same on the outside as it did. Painters are coming in, I think, next week to paint all these now. So this is the top floor on the outside. There's 7 of these to do. Like I say, we haven't done anything. We've put some new arc sets on because they were missing. So we've routed some of them up in the workshop, put some new arc sets on, and you can see the condition of what they're like now. No putty in them. All dropping out Perspex in it. Silicone. Sills aren't too bad. This is what we generally have, and what they're all like. You know, the silicone that's got some original glass in, but yeah, just in a bad way really. So once we get them all redone, reglazed, reputted, resealed, and then decorators are coming in and they're gonna decorate all the external, and it'll start to look pretty sweet, I think, from the outside. A lot better than what it did. We're just here doing the windows. That's just a joinery item. We tend to do a lot. We've just done another one, church down in Manchester that we did. Well, I think we did about 20 odd sash windows in that. So yeah, we're generally doing these all the time. So I thought I'd just show you this project. This is one of my favourite rooms on any project we've ever worked on. Oh, we got involved with this right at the very beginning and coming, looking at this with the structural engineer on, we were kind of semi-advising on how to do all the timber repairs on something like this, which is a fairly intricate timber structure. The whole building's all timber framed anyway. So ultimately we then started working on this. Ultimately we started working on this, and this was one of the first roof spaces that we actually tackled. So you can still see the existing truss there, and you got the tie beam down at the bottom, some braces in there, and then you can see these steel plates there, all down here, and then obviously you can see the new roof structure that we've put in. So this has got a new tie beam on the principal rafters, new tie beam there, new purling, new tie beams. Oh, these are wind braces actually on there and there. And then we spliced the principal rafters, steel plates on, backside just reinforcing them. Again, tar beams, principal rafter, and this gable with principal rafter. I think that was an original timber that we found. This is a new one, and you can see all the valleys were redone, all the rafters. Top of this was spliced as well. But the amazing thing is, look at it from this side, you can't tell there's any steel plates in. So it's only steel plated on one side. So when you actually come into this roof space, you can't see any steel plates, and it looks really nice from this angle. So basically, again, all done, peg jointed, but then where the steel plates are, we actually countersunk them and pelleted them on all these. So looking at it from this side, there is no steel plates in it. But again, we're working on maximum retention of historic fabric, so all these splices were just where we needed to do them. We didn't do them any further. And you can see how charred the rest of the building is down there. Still got all the charring. I think we didn't do this. I think someone was in here for about 4 months just scraping char off all these timbers and vacuuming it all up off the ceiling, because this is the ceiling below. It was a mammoth job, and they were doing that when I come here to look at the timber work, and they've still got like the original panels that have been burnt out. I think they have this now as a kind of an exhibition to show people, you know, what happened and what it now looks like, which I think is a fantastic idea, where people can come and have a look round and see what the devastation of the fire was and the restoration works that have gone on then to bring this building back to what it should be. All these timbers, it's slow grown Douglas fir, UK for the rafters that we put in. And then this gable, I think if I get a shot from about here, I've got a photo of it where every single one of these bricks is labelled with a number on it, because we took all this brickwork out and then labelled them all up, every single brick, and they went back in exactly the same position. This took quite a bit in here. All the top of that end gable truss are gone. Again, purlins, wind braces. We rebuilt all the brickwork on this, put all in line mortar. This is the Cromwell room, all done now, but put some pictures up of what it was like when we were doing it just after the fire, where it was all burnt out, and we had no record of this whatsoever. There was no photographs of how this roof structure was put together, so we had to basically build all this from scratch and look at the remaining charred bits of timber and make good from what we could find and redesign it. We think, you know, we're quite confident that we got it spot on really for us. Traditionally our timber frame roof will go together like this design. All the timber that we used was English slow grown Douglas fir that we put on it, and it was quite a task to get it all back together, but luckily with our skilled lads on board, it all looks absolutely beautiful now, and all done and finished. Ceiling looks well. Just on the roof, we also did all the masonry work on that chimney, that chimney, that chimney, and that chimney down there. We also did all the restoration work, because all this bell tower, where that bell tower is where the Cromwell room is. So we did all the timber work to restore all the bell tower, and then we've refixed it back onto the roof as well. We've built actually a new gable on there. This is clad over the existing trusses, so this is just I think like a 25mm oak cladding. We moulded all the big huge fascia boards on there, and then when it drops down into here, what we had to do is we had to slot. We built a massive timber frame and we had to slot it down through here. It was an absolute phenomenal job to try and get all the timbers in and build it and it was in such a small area and tight space. Like I said, I'll throw some, hopefully I've got some photos, so we'll stick all them up and you can see, but looking good now. Anyway, just wanted to show you what we're doing now and what we've done in the past. It was a super interesting project, and if we're doing it now, I'd YouTube it to death, but obviously we weren't doing YouTube then, but it kind of just gives you a look and an insight in what we've done here in the past. Anyway, if you like this, subscribe anyway. I want to be up at 10,000 subscribers by Christmas. That's my goal. I'm pushing for it. So yeah, subscribe on harp as well. Loads of harps. Catch you in a bit.